Take one.
This is a story called On the Fields of Cleckhuddersfax. Bullets rained down on blood-sodden soil, the screams of the dying drowned out by gunfire. High-velocity rounds whistled like whispering demons, destroying all they touched. By evening, the Battle of Cleckhuddersfax in the Valley of Wye, in the county of What, in the state of Where, in the country of Who, on the planet of How, was over. Neither side victorious. All were dead. The only winners were the carrion crows who gathered ready to feast. As the echoes of gunfire dissipated from the Valley of Wye, another being arrived at the field of battle. Concealed in woodland, he who bore the mark of the vociferous, villainous Vox, he who shall be known as James, Charlie Childs, or the villainous one, or Voxy Boy, or Bass Basher, or derivatives thereof, surveyed the aftermath. Shell casings he saw, sparkling in shafts of evening sunlight.
How glorious they might look,
he thought,
strapped around my waist.
As twilight tickled the horizon, James ventured forth. Onto the field he crawled, gathering the tempting trinkets, shamelessly plundering the bullets of fallen warriors. Gleefully giggling, the Bass Basher became engulfed in a rapturous frenzy. Euphoria consumed him. Lying prostrate amidst his hoard of twinkling treasures, clutching the cases to his chest, he cried,
I got me! Bullets for my belt!
So enraptured was the villainous Vox that he did not notice Twilight's shadows swirling, taking shape. Behind him a figure loomed, a filthy spectre of the night.
O ye vile blasphemer,
spoketh the filthy ghost.
To pass judgment on thine scrounging soul, I summon the storms of wrath.
Raising his arms, the filthy one howled. Clouds gathered, answering his call. Wind banshees shrieked. Electricity split the sky with forks of death light, and lo, the dead did rise. To his own dismay, fear overcame James, the Vox boy. Brown porridge seeped from an unmentionable orifice, filling his breeches with heaps of malodorous unpleasantries. Paralyzed was he, as the dead hobbled towards him, drawn by the foul bouquet, moaning, drooling, hunger rampant in their blackened eyes. Finding strength, the villainous one rose to his feet. He kicked and punched and ducked and weaved and danced the dance of a dancer, dancing with death on the brink of his own demise. Immersed was he in a melee, a disco of life or annihilation. Despite his dexterous death dance, the dead overpowered the Bass Basher, for they were too many and too strong. Pinned him to the floor, did they, and clawed at him amidst his beauteous hoard of bullets. Shuddering with fear, he closed his eyes and awaited But lo, James Charlie Childs' destiny was not as he expected. Feeling no pain, he opened his eyes and saw the dead standing before him, anticipation on their bloodied faces. Something was clamped tightly around his hips, something hard, something metallic, something which belonged. Standing, the villainous fox saw the dead had crafted a belt of wonder from his pilfered ammo casings. It gleamed with the power of metal. Horned hands the dead held high, and smiles did they wear. Was that music thundering in the distance, a celebratory anthem for this bullet-laden belt? Verily, henceforth and nay, the filthy banshee of Cleckhuddersfax in the Valley of Wye decreed the future.
Thy belt pleases me. Go forth and make rock. So be it.
Embracing the storm, he blended with the night, and off he fucked, leaving clear skies in his wake. The dead became inanimate, falling once more, nothing more than a feast for hungry scavengers. Amidst moonlight and stars, the Blessed One, clad by the dead with the remnants of battle, walked forth from the Fields of Cleckhuddersfax in the Valley of Wye, armed with an artifact of the most awesome powerfulness. His villainous bandmates, the drum defiler and the string slinger, would be in awe. He couldn't wait another second for them to see. Breaking into a club-footed gallop, he headed for his destination, the studio, hollering,
I got me a bullet belt. 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 I got me.
so endeth the lesson.